the greatest way that you can be of service to planet Earth is by not helping, because no one needs your help. When I realized that, I was able to relax into great relief, and at last, it enabled me to facilitate the greatest benefit I could to the greatest number of people. Once I actually sunk, relaxed into the truth that no one needs my help, it brought on an infinite space for freedom, relief, and relaxation around helping. Because then I realized that essentially it's like we're playing, it's role playing essentially. It's as if no one truly needs your help, no one truly needs my help. It's a matter of wanting it, it's a matter of asking for help, of that cooperation in between two or more individuals for a specific outcome, for a specific result, purpose. My entire life, I remember, and you probably do too, trying to chase after things and go after things. What do I mean by that? In the context of helping, I remember multiple times sharing valuable knowledge with people that didn't even ask for it. And by the end of it, I found myself essentially wasting my time, my energy, and their time and their energy, because we could be talking about something else or we could be doing something else. But just because I saw that seeming need for help, I jumped straight into, you can do this and this and this, and it doesn't matter. Part of me creating this YouTube channel, part of me putting myself out there in any way really, is realizing that letting people come to you, letting people come to me. In my entire life, looking back, every time I jumped over this principle of letting things come to me, it never really worked out in the way that I truly wanted. Unless when I did that outreach, it was actually aligned with divine love. That is the only exception I found. Because all of the other impulses were essentially being guided by this seeming fear, this seeming perception that someone needs my help, that someone needs your help, when in fact that is never true. We are all powerful beings in essence. We all have perfect capacity to dissolve whatever problems unravel in our lives. And letting yourself acknowledge that within you and within others will let you sink into this great relief that I referred to in the beginning of the video, and it will enable you to actually be of service in the way that you truly enjoy, in the way that you truly get to expand into even more love, in a way that there is no waste at all, ever, and in a way that it's as if you get to take part in this perfect energy exchange where by helping, which I just perceive as loving now, that's what I see it as loving in a divine way. When you outpour it, whether through actual outer activity where you actually go to somebody and you help them, or whether through just conscious intention without even putting it out there, that energy automatically gets multiplied. And I noticed every time I did it, I was able to encompass and expand into even more love, even more fun, even more joy. And that essentially becomes the fuel and the purpose of helping and of giving. That realization, you essentially get to the point where you are of service for the sake of being of service. Because while you're giving, while you're outpouring this love, you get to expand into greater amounts of it. And you get to see whatever you projected that love into also expanding into greater amounts of that love and bliss and fun and joy and all of those great things. So, and it reminds you that in essence, this presence of divine love, this desire to quote unquote help, to be of service, to outpour this love into the world, this desire is in essence the law of all things. This principle and this presence is essentially invincible, because the more you generate it and the more you outpour it, the more it multiplies and the more you're able to encompass it, and it becomes this invincible loop of love. Now, instead of the other loops, the spiraling down towards sadness, fear, and anger, those are also loops, except they're not invincible unless you make it so by misperception. But yeah, that's the insight I wanted to share with you. Let people come to you. Let people come to you. One of the ways that I found to make this happen is YouTube. Another means of just putting myself out there, where I'm speaking to multiple people at the same time, and whoever resonates, they come to me. Find your way to project yourself into the world and let people come to you. And you will find yourself remembering your true gifts, remembering what you're here to do and how you're here to be you. And you'll find yourself expanding into more ease, relaxation, relief, joy, love, bliss, just by letting the natural way of things go. The way things want to go, let them go that way. Why force it? Until someone asks actually for your help, just send them love through intention, through feeling. Embrace them in that love. When they actually ask you in the outer world for your help, come back to your presence, come back to your breath, and see if it aligns in your soul to actually help them. And if yes, do it. You'll expand into greater love by doing so. One of the greatest misperceptions is literally around this: giving, being of service. And I dispel that misperception now, for I am the giver, the gift, and the receiver. When you realize that, you'll start giving for the sake of giving. And you will essentially turn all that you desire into invincible manifestations. Because now you've unlocked that invincible loop engine of love. You have become yourself a boundless generator and outpour of this divine love presence. And that is invincible, inexhaustible, all-pervading, all-knowing, all-powerful. And you coat yourself with it, and you become also invincible, inexhaustible, all of those qualities of essentially God. What I like to call it's just your truest, purest, limitless self. If you resonate with that, start aligning with that today. I love you. Wishing you a miraculous rest of your day. Bye-bye.